Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek, and today I've got a video about the 2022 coins that have come out, but not the ones that you're going to get, not the ones from the US Mint. These are from the Moonlight Mint by Daniel Carr, and super excited to show these to you and compare them to some products that the Mint, of course, put out. Here's the 21 Morgan that they produced, and of course, we've got a Morgan dollar that was produced a long time ago. And then we've got a peace dollar also from 100 years ago. So we're going to have fun just kind of playing compare and contrast what the coins look like. I don't have one of the US made 2021 peace dollars at this time. It would be kind of a fun comparison. The 2022 Daniel Carr coins, I understand why people collect these coins. They're just really well done, very attractive overall. They look like a real coin, and I would be, I don't know what it takes to run the U.S. Mint or to make the decisions that they make up there, but I think it takes a lot of bureaucracy probably. And Daniel Carr doesn't have to worry about that stuff. So hats off to him, because if we didn't have the bureaucracy in the way, I think probably you could do something like this. Now this is interesting. I'll show you a difference here between the design. This is actually a design that was one of the prototypes. First of all, of course, the word peace has always been so faint on these. Like at this angle, you can't even see the word peace. It's so soft. Also, though, you see on the rock, the eagle's claws on the rocks. Well, originally they had a design with a sword on the rock, which is pretty cool overall. I think that adds some depth to it. His piece is a little bit more outstanding, but he keeps it really close to the design as far as the fact that there's a lot of flatness going on there. But at the same time, these do look a lot more like the 21, the original ones, where they had a little bit higher relief look to them. Man, those are great. I would love to have these as our coins. I really would. I think they're super cool. So let's take a look at some an old Morgan dollar and compare. Well, that's not going to help. That's not going to help. Let's look at these two guys first. The Daniel Carr 22. This one is the CC. So what's fun is also the thing that they did the privy marks, and the privy marks don't look great. By the way, these are struck over. You can find, okay, I can finally see it. These are struck over actual coins. You can actually see the ghost of the outline here. See the word one? Look at the word one. You see that ghost of an O in between the star and the O on here? So these are struck over with really high pressure, and I was commenting earlier to someone about how you can never really see the outline of the coin, but here I can see it. I can see the eagle's wings. So the silver content is identical because they actually strike them over actual coins, which is one of the reasons why there's the cost involved. They make the coins and they strike them over original coins. And I don't even know how you do that and make them look like this. Like, do they have to buy Unk coins first and then produce them? I don't know how it goes exactly, but just lovely, and here's an original Morgan, and really cool what Daniel Carr is able to do. I also want to show you though the 21 Morgan that the US Mint produced, just by way of comparison and what they came up with, which at the end of the day, it's not bad. I mean, I don't want to get the idea that there's something, of course, a little bit more natural for the coin collector about the Daniel Carr pieces, as far as they look more true, partially because you see how the luster is on that. It's a lot more like an original Morgan, where the luster on these are just it's too satiny. It doesn't look like a real coin, like a real Morgan. They have the same problem with the the San Francisco Mint commemorative issue that they made. I think that was 06. And those coins, they had this look to them instead of having this look, which is a lot more to the original as far as that goes. So overall, you know, I once again, the mint products aren't bad here on these. I thought they did a pretty good job. The privy marks are a little bit rough. Like this one's actually has an S mint mark. When they used the privy mark, it didn't turn out great. You know, I don't know if they could have made the oval maybe a little bit larger to put the privy mark in there a little bit different. But of course, the luster is just not the same, and I believe they're in a different silver purity also. I think those ones are 999 instead of 90%. That was one of those things that they found out it was like cheaper to use the full 999. Somehow cheaper to make the planchets, I guess, because they weren't doing it to add silver, that's for sure. So anyways, let me know if you guys collect these. It's just really a fun area, I think. All the products that he puts out are really cool. You know, whatever you want to call it, quasi-numismatic or, you know, numismatic adjacent, whatever terminology we're going to use nowadays. But they're really beautiful if you can go find them. I know he does limited runs on all of these. And just having them in hand, I can understand why people choose to collect them, even though they're a private issue. Which, by the way, you know, coin collectors are a lot more slow to collect something like this, because it's more like I think of stackers stacking silver and how they're willing to buy private issue product with limited runs with more fervor and than like you know, people do with just the actual coins. So you'll see guys, they don't care about certain issues put out by the federal governments of the world, but then they'll chase issues that are put out by private companies, which is kind of interesting to me. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.